Finding a section of whitewater that is not in the guidebook could be as easy as finding a photo online, or a friend casually mentioning a waterfall that they had seen on a hike. Those are best case scenarios. Dedicated paddlers, both rafters and kayakers, usually spend hours flipping through topo maps looking for a creek or river large enough to paddle with manageable gradient lines. Once you have a good idea of what's there, you must go see for yourself.
There's a road off to the right here down the power lines that looks good.
The
falls is down here, the power line's here. There's a road to the left there. This road down here looks fairly solid. I guess it comes down to, do we want to drop in at the power lines or the falls?
The Salmon River Gorge, just outside of Portland, Oregon, is unique because it is seemingly out of touch. You can't see the waterfalls in the gorge from the trail. You can't put in at the top and just float down to the waterfalls. Plus, the final waterfall locks you into the canyon with limited options to exit the gorge. It's impossible to see the true beauty of this canyon until you're at water level. In 2001, kayaker Tim Gross took the first whitewater steps here and kayaked down Frustration Falls. The photos that emerged from that day made every paddler want to go see it and experience it for themselves. Frustration's right there, Vanishing's right up there, so we'll try to go, I think this trail goes straight for a little ways. We'll try to go like another quarter mile up and then drop down and then try to traverse upstream a little ways. And then that should put us right where we want to be. We don't have enough time to make it out before dark today.
I guess that's what you get when you come to the Salmon River Gorge with a raft.
Are you guys close to the end of it?
Well, by the time you get up there, we'll be done.
We're already set. We're gonna stay from here and go down.
Okay. Yeah, I want to tie it.
See you guys at 9 a.m.
Yep. Once the rafters were prepared for this run, personal competition was heating up. Two groups planned to attempt the run. As fate would have it, after a failed attempt on July 4th, both groups planned to put in the next day, 2 miles apart from each other, with limited planning between the two groups. The first group put in the water at Vanishing Falls and started working their way through Vanishing Gorge, which was a concern for the rafts due to the tight pinch exiting the gorge. The second group put in 2 miles upstream at Split Falls. Frustration Falls earned its name by how difficult it is to access. Once you're there, you're there. raft sliding down Frustration Falls is an impressive sight to see, and the first group narrowly pulled off their goal. Suddenly, there was movement on the cliff above Frustration Falls. The second group came into view, but still too far away to communicate. Someone in the first group mentioned, "Let's go set up the rappel rope for Final Falls so we don't get bunched up." Once the rope was in place, boats were tossed off the falls, and the first group of paddlers were at the bottom. After waiting at the bottom for a period of time, the first group assumed they were a contained crew and proceeded to the takeout with the rappel rope. Once the second group arrived at Final Falls, they expected to see a rappel rope, but there wasn't one set up and no one was in sight. This miscommunication between the two groups left only two options for the second team: run the 85-foot waterfall or jump off the cliff into a potentially shallow pool to exit the canyon. After one person made a successful jump, the rest followed. Everyone made it out, bruised and beaten, but more experienced and more focused on their next adventure.